Welcome to the world of wireless IoT. My name is Niklas van Boxler and I'm pleased to welcome you to the now already second season of the videocast Let's Talk Wireless IoT. We talk to exhibitors and to sponsors of the Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2022 to find out what they have in stock for the exhibition and for the conference, how they are reacting to the current challenges and what they expect from the event. Today I talk to Leon de Ridder from Cisper. Let's keep the introduction short, let's jump right in, and I'm looking forward to welcome you for the Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2022 in the end of October in Wiesbaden. And I welcome Leon de Ridder. He's Managing Director at Cisper, and I look forward to an informative, exciting talk about Cisper and what they will be presenting at the Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2022. But before we start, Leon, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. Good weather in the Netherlands. It feels like holiday still, but we're strong and working again.
All right, okay. So just to add some very quick background information, Cisper is not only an exhibitor of the Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2022, but a platinum sponsor and therefore main partner of the event as well. But enough background information, let's start with the first question. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, so here it is. Cisper has already been an exhibitor since 2017. What expectations do you have for the Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2022?
Yeah, well, Nicholas, like every year that we expose on your exhibition, we expect to meet, well, new people and all the players that are actually active in the RFID and IoT market in Europe. As you know, in last year October, it was a event actually that you could describe as a first event after a long time of COVID lockdowns, and everybody very much appreciated the fact that they could meet people in life, real life again. And this year we will do that again, and we hope to see, as I said, new people, new customers, but also new technologies and maybe some combinations of technologies.
Right, okay. So you already started to exhibit back in 2017 and you saw for yourself different stages of the event, how it developed, and then of course what happened during Corona. So yeah, very interesting what happened over the years and how it will now hopefully come back to a more, let me say, normal level in 2022. It's definitely a pleasure to have you. And yeah, make sure to stop at the booth of Cisper. But you already mentioned, for example, the Corona conditions in 2020, 2021. So how has the last year, let me put it, the last year been for Cisper so far? What kind of challenges have you faced?
Well, I think that's not a surprise, but the year 2022 so far has been very good. We have a very healthy order book and we are in a healthy situation as a business. Having said that, we are facing some big challenges like the stock levels and the lead times and all that kind of thing. And that actually started for us, I think it was September 2021, so September last year, when we first saw the signs of longer lead times, of delayed deliveries and things like that. That has been challenging, and it's still challenging today. Having said that, we believe it is a more stable situation than we had maybe the end of Q1. So it's a bit more stabilized. We do have stock. So we have readers from Katrine, Impinj, you name the brands that we represent in stock. But it's still a bit of a struggle. And besides that, other struggles are, of course, or challenges are the increased pricing, the inflation on products. 20%, 10, 15, 20% price increases are at the moment very normal, and that is also, of course, difficult sometimes to manage with our customers. And last but not least, another challenge, also a cost price challenge, is the cost price of incoming goods. That has also been quite dramatic, and we are facing that still. And we actually believe that will, I don't know how do you say that, but that will continue into 2023, maybe the whole of 2023. Very difficult to predict the future these days.
All right, so that would be my additional question. You said you see kind of a more stabilized situation right now than you saw in the first quarter, but you're still expecting that these challenges are challenges that will not disappear within this year, for example.
Personally, I've heard some rumors in the market, and you surf the internet a little bit, and you see, well, okay, where is this going? And some of the experts think it will last at least another year. I've also read some comments from people that they say that the chip shortages have already been overcome. But to be honest, I don't see that yet, because it's still kind of a difficult spot that we are in. And it's not only us, it's everybody in the market, I think.
Absolutely. What you mentioned, the chip shortage, yeah, you get some opposite information right now. So people are very optimistic how this situation will develop within the near, let me say, near future. And then there's a more pessimistic way of talking about it. So I think we kind of just have to wait how this will play out. But to come back to the first part, what you said, Cisper is in a very healthy situation and the books are, let me say, full or well prepared, well equipped. All right, so that's a very positive quote that I want to add after all these challenges that we talked about.
It has been difficult for us as well. When everybody was kind of shocked in 2020 when all of a sudden the COVID hit us, and I was also a little bit like, together with my partner Arthur, we were looking at each other like, okay, what's happening? Because we expected 2020 already to be a very good year. We saw all the signals were good and all the signs were green, so to say. So we expected a good year, and then all of a sudden everything stopped. It was not a good year, it was not a good period, but we are not complaining. We have survived, and we have had help, so that was good.
Okay, so I can already add this information here. Nevertheless, we will talk about it later on. But you not only survive, but you come out of this with a boost. We can already release this information right now. There is a lot of going on at Cisper that we will talk about later, but just to already put this information here.
Yeah, lots of new plans.
Yeah, like you already said, you introduced new products this year from partners like, let me point out to the Confidex Carrier Dual or the Impinj E910 RFID reader chip, for example. And to come back to the booth on site at the exhibition, will these products be represented in the booth concept?
Yeah. Well, maybe as you have seen, maybe on the last couple of exhibitions that we did at your show, we are not. We of course we are a product-oriented company because we do sell product, and we carefully select our vendors and we carefully select their products. We do not want to have too much overlap in products, because we believe we are a specialty distributor specialized in RAIN RFID, UHF RFID. And we want to continue that, and we will continue that. So the last couple of years, we did not show that many products. But this year, we are still debating a little bit, as you know, and you just mentioned it. There's a lot going on. We are working on a lot of new things, of which more later. But we do believe that we will show some products, and the products that you just mentioned, but also, for example, the Wiliot Pixel kits, the customer development kits will also be probably part of our products on the show, on the exhibition stand.
And you will be there on site as well, right?
Yeah, we will be there with quite a lot of people, because we want to spread the message that Cisper is here for the customers and for the system integrators to help them providing the right products.
Right. So that's a very important message, to make sure to stop at the Cisper booth and talk to the experts to see, yeah, what you think about, what would be the perfect fit, the perfect product for a special customer. So make sure to stop and to talk, for example, to Leon or to the expert team that will be on site as well. Okay. And you just mentioned that you will be presenting some kind of selected products. Can you name one or two specific ones already?
Well, for example, the Williet development kits, for example, to spread it a little bit into more than just UHF RFID or RAIN RFID. But besides that, we have also extended our product portfolio, for example, with routers and switches for wireless and wired connectivity of the networks, of the systems actually that our customers make for their customers, to also be sure that that part of the IoT systems is covered well. And we, as you know, maybe we have recently added the Teltonika product portfolio of routers, gateways, and switches to our portfolio. So we will show that. Of course, new readers from Impinj, the R510 readers from Nordic ID. We will all show these products at our booth.
Okay, so quite a lot to find at the booth. So everybody make sure to get the latest information and get the expert information.
Yeah. Making a selection of products to show is always difficult because we have quite a lot of products to show.
Right. I think that's why it is so important to make sure to talk to you. Not only focus on one specific product, because maybe you can offer an even better solution. You have a lot of inside information, expert information to offer. So that's why these expert talks are so important. Okay. Thank you for this overview. And we now talked about the booth itself, that, by the way, is basically maybe the most centric booth on site, so you can't miss it. It's right in the middle of the exhibition hall. Absolutely, it's impossible to miss it. But we talked about the booth, and on the other side, Cisper is also contributing lectures to the conference program as well. Do you already have an idea what you will be focusing on?
Yeah, what we believe is important to share with customers is RFID developments and trends in IoT and RFID as in a more generic way. We believe that's important for people to see, oh, this is a good possibility. Somebody has developed this and this solution, or combined two technologies into one solution, so that it has actually more benefits than just the one technology could bring. And that's what we are now putting together as a presentation. And that presentation will be given by Arthur and myself. Arthur is my business partner. He's actually still currently enjoying the hot weather in the south of Spain. Or the south of Europe, I have to say. I think it's in the north of Spain, but he's enjoying his time there. But we will do that together as a mutual effort. But so in more generic terms, RFID and IoT trends, that's what we want to focus on.
Okay. In a more overview way to give to offer more. Okay.
Yeah, because we are, as you know, a distributor, so we are not a manufacturer ourselves, so we represent a variety of vendors, and from a selection of these vendors, we will highlight some trends and developments.
All right, makes absolutely sense. So please make sure to check the website carefully, where we will add more information about the specific Cisper lectures, and make sure to mark it in your calendar and stop and listen to the lecture. And of course, afterwards, if you should have some questions, then make sure to stop at the booth and talk in more detail, maybe to the expert team on site.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So in the beginning, we already talked about that there is a lot going on at Cisper at the moment.
Yes.
What we already can release is there is, for example, a logo change, and the website is rebuilt as well. So what is the motivation behind the new logo, for example?
Okay, a good question. We have actually, we are active now for 14 years within the RFID business. as a company, as the company Cisper is concerned. And we have always, very much promoted the brands that we represent. So vendors like Impinj, Katrine, Nordic ID, Confidex, Tageos, Biontech, you name them. So, and that is what we still do. But we also believe that we have become more mature over the years as a company. And we believe that it was time to also promote our company and work on what we have to add and what we want to offer to the market and what we want to offer to our customers. So we have, together with a professional marketing company, our customers and our suppliers, we have, we have come up with a new brand story that reflects how the market, customers, as I said, suppliers see us. Right. So not so much how we see ourselves, because we see ourselves as a distributor and blah blah blah, but that's not so interesting. It's more interesting for us to learn from our customers and our suppliers. How do you see us, and right, what do we need to do as a company to support our customers and suppliers better? So that's what we have been working on quite hard. Our marketing team is still working on it, because we are, as you mentioned, building and rebuilding the website. I have seen something of it already. I like it, but of course, it's as I said, it's more important what our customers think of it. Yeah, that is what we have been working on. We want to be there and offer our services in the best possible way for our customers and for our suppliers. And we do not want to think too much about ourselves.
Okay, I think I got a pretty clear picture of how you described, let me say it, like a philosophy behind what is motivating you to listen to what the customers are actually need and to learn from it, to offer, or even, perfect is maybe too high, but the best possible solution available.
Yeah. We are only human, so we also we make mistakes, and sometimes we do very simple human errors. Sometimes it takes a little bit too long, but we pride ourselves that we are fast and that we are a reliable partner, that if customers send us a request, we answer within 24 hours, something like that, all these things, and we want to keep that high level of service. So our brand story, as I mentioned, reflects what we have heard from the market, that they think of us, that the market thinks of us, and it will be a complete and drastic change. You will not recognize, I think, well, you will recognize the website, but you will not recognize the logo. But the name will still remain.
Okay,
so that's the only thing you will recognize, that customers will recognize.
Okay, so I'm pretty hyped up for it right now, and I would like to invite everybody to check it out. We will, of course, promote it as well. And the question would be, well, on one side, I'm guessing this philosophy that you just described will be represented in the lecture as well, right?
Yeah, that's what we want to focus on. Talking about what customers' interests are, not so much what our interests are. We can sit here and say, we provide this and this and this.
Right.
Yeah, I know. But it's what do the customers want? That's important. That's what we always try to keep in our minds at first instance if somebody asks us a question.
Right. Okay. That puts the customer in the center of all thinking, and that's the best way that could happen to him, basically.
So we try to do that always. And I'm not saying that we never make mistakes, but that's our aim.
Right. And I'm already looking forward to see how this new concept, of course, the new logo, the new philosophy will be represented in the booth as well. I know over the last years, Cisper had quite a great booth concept. I remember this huge banners, for example, and I'm looking forward how it will be done this year, how the new logo will glow in the exhibition. Thank you for this introduction.
The word glow is actually quite a good word for our new logo. It will definitely glow and shine. I think it will stand out.
Okay, so we already have a clue now how it could be look like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to tease a little bit.
Yes, right. We will link more information, of course, to these as well. And My already final question would be, what does the Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2022 mean for Cisper?
That's a good question. It's for us, it's the #1 show. You know, since 2017, as you mentioned in the beginning, we are exhibiting on your exhibition. It's a #1 show. As you know, as everybody knows, I think by now, we are a distributor in the EMEA area. We focus on system integrator, solution providers, and to support that kind of companies with sourcing their products, with finding the right products for their RFID and IoT solutions. So for us, as I said, the #1 show, you know, since 2017 and before that date, we actually went to EuroID, I think the show was called. But now your company actually really took over, and you did that in a very good and professional way. And yeah, for this year, as I mentioned in the beginning, we want to meet new people. We want to also meet existing people, have a beer or have some lunch or a sandwich and a cup of coffee with them to discuss and to talk about RFID and our solutions, and also maybe some private stuff, because it's always nice to mingle some personal things in the whole thing.
Right. Thank you very much for this positive feedback. That means a lot. And I can just reflect that it's great to have such strong partners at Cisper this year on our side, not only as an exhibitor since 2017, but also as a main sponsor and main partner of the event, which is such great. And what you just mentioned, to talk more about just, let me say, information, but maybe some private information as well. Exactly, that is how I define networking. To focus on, of course, absolutely important, maybe somehow complex topics, but also to meet, to shake hands, to drink a beer, to sit down. And that, of course, also reflects what you said, to listen what someone actually needs and to offer it. Thank you very much for your answers, your insights, and for bringing us this clear new idea of the Cisper's philosophy and what we can expect. I'm looking forward to meet you and the expert team in the Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2022 in Wiesbaden, and looking forward to meet you.
Thank you very much, Nicholas. And I want to say also thank you for the whole team of your company. You do a great show, and you have a great platform, and it is a pleasure to be in this interview with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.